Hi, I'm Fat Papa. Today I want to show you how to make the pineapple fried shrimp. That is one of the favorite dish in Taiwanese they will make for the kid. Let us begin. First, we will need to cut the pineapple. We are not cut it in half. We will be a little bit more than half because later on we will take the pineapple out to cook, and then we will use it to put the dish on. So we a little bit more than half. Be careful when you do it, like to cut it. So as you can see now, it's a little bit more than half, and then we will cut out both sides of the pineapple meat out, and the middle part, that we don't use it because the middle part is really hard. It's not good to cook. If you like, you can still eat it, but it's really hard. It's not the regular pineapple you eat. That's why mostly you eat the pineapple, the middle is that they make a hole because it's really hard, cannot eat it. After you remove both sides, then it's easy to remove the middle part. After you remove those, and then you can put it on the side, and then the pineapple meat, like you take it out, we used to cook, you just chop it in large pieces. Don't cut it too small, otherwise later on after we cook it, it will be hard to see it. And then you see the middle part, we can just cut on both sides, and then you can use a spoon easy to remove it. After you remove everything, you should have some pineapple juice inside. Don't throw it away, we will use it later. So remember to cut it in large pieces, and also remember when you do this dish or when you cook, always prepare those food you can eat first. Like the shrimp, they are not cooked, so if you do that first and then later on to do the pineapple, those it might not be well because the shrimp is not cooked, and then you put some like cooked pineapple on it, it will not be good. Later on, the pineapple will not be like cooked really long time, just a little bit, so we don't want it to get dirty or not good. After you clean the shrimp, if your shrimp is already like mine is, like they clean everything and then remove the shell, it's fine. Otherwise, remember, remove the shell and then cut a little bit in the center to make it spread out and then be larger, and clean out the middle of it, and then use the paper towel to make sure you clean it, no water on each of the shrimp. After that, you add about half of the egg white in, then a little bit salt and a little bit sugar, about 1 teaspoon on each of them. After that, you will put 2 teaspoons to 3 teaspoons of the cornstarch in, and then you mix together. Some people might ask me why I don't just use the cornstarch too, and then I will add the sweet potato starch. The reason is the cornstarch they usually is to make the seasoning the fruit. It's not for you to cook and deep fry the fruit. Some people will use it, but the texture, and then later on, because we will cook with the pineapple, it come out will not be good as the sweet potato structure. And after you put the sweet potato structure on the shrimp, leave it on the dish for a little bit. Let it stick better with the shrimp before you put in the hot oil to deep fry it. And again, if this is not your first time seeing my video, you know I like to deep fry the food twice, so remember later on you will know. Now we'll make the sauce. We will put 8 tablespoons of the mayonnaise plus 1 tablespoon of the condensed milk. Then we will mix them together, and then we will put it on the side. Later on we will use it. So now we put the shrimp in. Remember this dish, you will use the oil to fry the shrimp. You will use the high fire. With the whole thing, all the time we use high fire, and you don't put everything in for too close, otherwise the shrimp they will stick together. So you put it one, maybe wait for 2-3 seconds before you put the second one. So then they already deep fry a little bit on the skin, so it will not stick together with the other. We will deep fry it about 30 seconds to 40 seconds. Then we will remove it, because later on we still cook it. We don't need to well done on the shrimp. We just need to deep fry it a little bit, get it be crispy. So after you pick up all the shrimp, you can put on a dish and then have some paper towel on it, and then wait about 30 seconds. Then you put back to deep fry again for 10 seconds. The reason you put the shrimp back to fry the second time is to make sure you push the oil in, so when you eat the shrimp you won't be oily and then be more crispy. That's the way I deep fry, no matter shrimp or deep fry the chicken or anything. I always do twice. First time we cook it, deep fry it, then the second time with fast, and it will help to make the deep fried food not that oily and be more crispy. If you didn't try it before, you can give it a try this time. If you have other way you can do it better, you can leave in comment, let me know also. So we will put it there, make sure all the oil will be left out before we put it on the side for the shrimp, otherwise it will be wet and then the crispy skin outside will not be crispy anymore. Then now we put a little bit oil in the pan, and then we will try to cook the pineapple a little bit. Some people might do this dish, they deep fry the pineapple too, but you know my channel is for the parents and the kid, and I don't like to deep fry the pineapple and then be too oily on the dish, so I will just like put a little bit oil and then cook it a little bit on the pineapple. That will be fine. After you put the pineapple in, you cook it about 15-20 seconds, and then make sure they heat up a little bit, then you can put in the shrimp. And then you cook a little bit and you can put in the sauce, and then you mix them well, have all the sauce like on the shrimp and then some of the pineapple. Then you can be done on this. It won't take you a long time. The only thing is this one you need to deep fry the shrimp. You can use the air fry if you want, but if you use air fry, remember after you put the shrimp in the air fry, you still need to spray some oil on the top, otherwise it won't be crispy. And then after you've done this, at the end you can add a little bit pineapple juice in also, or when you mix the sauce you add some pineapple juice on there to make the flavor even better. And that's it. You don't really need to add extra sauce or pepper or anything, and it's done. And now you can put it in the pineapple bowl you make, and then you can serve to your family and kid. Your kid will love it after they see the pineapple plate and then all the sweet and a little bit sour pineapple and then the crispy shrimp together. It's good like you serve with like the rice or some spaghetti. The kid will love it. So if you like my video, please give me a like, subscribe my channel, and then click the bell so I have a new video. You won't miss it. I will see you on next video. Bye.